watching the recording, make sure you also have pen and paper. Yeah. Take a lot of notes. So here we go. Let's start. Let's turn negative thinking to positive. Positive or negative thinking is a habit. Let's try and understand this. Positive or negative thinking is a habit. My dear friend, let's just know this very importantly. I'm so excited when it comes to mind, my favorite thing. Mind. See, I'm not going to repeat it much, so just be there attentively. Okay. Because I can go for hours. Okay, so 10-11 baj jayenge. Just remember this before. Understand what is a mind. Mind, consider mind like a television screen. And on a television screen, if you see a still photo, not moving, it's still photo, it's a what? Anybody can guess. If there is a still photo on a television screen, what is that? Old students, what is that? Anybody can guess. If you have a still image on the, yeah, it's frame. No, in terms of your mind, what is that? Swati, I expect from you, what are you doing? It's a thought. Kya baat hai, love? It's a thought. My dear friend, just remember, a thought is a still image. Your mind is like a cinema screen or your mind is like a television. If you see a still photo, the photo is just a photo you see on a TV. It's a thought. Okay. But when you see a film, it's thinking. Okay. So just remember thought versus thinking. For example, let's take a film's name. Okay. Let's say you have this film Animal. If on your TV is what? Your TV is a mind. Okay. On that television, if you see Animal poster, the poster of the film Animal on the television screen, it's a thought. So thought is single, it's singular. But when you start watching the film, the whole film, Animal, which starts on the start, the whole film is a thinking. Okay. Just remember this thoughts versus thinking. Yeah. No problem. So thoughts versus thinking. Thought. So in your mind, anything can come. Any thought can come. But thinking is a process. Should you stop or not? For example, if you see this, let's take this. Let's say this Damru is there. Okay. You see this Damru. Now you see this Damru. You have a thought. What is the thinking? You look at this Damru and you say, this is a Damru. Okay. It's a great music instrument. Music. I love music. My favorite music director is A.R. Rahman. A.R. Rahman? I think A.R. Rahman's favorite, the best music I think A.R. Rahman gave was in Lagan. Lagan is a great film, and it talks so much about never giving up. But why did Amir Khan give up on his wife? I don't know. I think they're split. I think he's got married, and I think his Amir Khan's daughter just got married. I think his son got married. Okay, he's also is debuting in a new film. Films are very good. We should watch films, but there are some good films. There are certain bad films. Bad films should be avoided because so our bad films like Animal really ruins the mind. Good films like Chak De India, they give. You understand what is happening? It just started with the Damru, and what happened? One thing to another. A process started. Damru led to what? Music led to what? A.R. Rahman led to what? Lagan led to what? So this is a process. Absolutely. So a thought is nothing, my dear friend. A thought is something that is still. Thinking is a process. Okay. So it's very difficult to stop the thought. But when you get in the process of thinking, विचार की श्रृंखला में चले शुरू कर गए, तो just know that I need to cut the thinking. Okay, so just know what is a thought versus thinking. So for example, if in what I said in the beginning, a positive or negative thinking is a habit. What is a habit? Whatever that you do on everyday basis is a habit. If you pray every day, that's a habit. If you meditate every day, that's a habit. If you lie, it's a habit. Okay. If you get angry, that's a habit. Okay. If you say I love you to your parents, your wife, your children, your neighbors, that's a habit. Whatever that you do, you brush your teeth every day, that's a habit. If you are negative thinking, if you're thinking negative on everyday basis, then negative thinking becomes your habit. If you are positive, if you're thinking positive on everyday basis, okay, then positive thinking becomes a habit. So whatever you consciously practice, consciously or unconsciously, when you practice every day, that becomes your habit. It doesn't mean that you're not, if you are thinking positive on usually daily basis, and if some certain times if you think negative, that doesn't mean that you're a negative thinker. It's just that the larger portion of thinking is positive. Sometimes thoda negative is okay. But just know this, anything that you, any kind of thinking which you practice on everyday basis, that becomes your, you become habitual to that. So if you're practicing positive thinking every day, then positive thinking becomes your habit. If you practice negative thinking, that becomes a habit. Okay, so let's, if you for some reason you're getting into the trap of thinking negative, every day, how to change that? Okay, and how to develop the habit of thinking positive on everyday basis. Okay, so let's start. Fantastic. Yes, Swati, you're right. So just know this, सारी चीज habit है. अगर, and for some reason, if you are habitual to thinking negative, you can change it. Okay, that's it. Just know that you can change it, and I'll tell you how to change it. Let's do this, everyone. Hare Krishna. Chalo. So, my dear friend, just remember. See, by the way, when we think, what really happens? What is thinking, by the way? It's a self communication. हमारी बातें हमसे चल रही है. We are just talking to ourselves. Arey, why? Sometimes you see certain people, they are just actually talking them to themselves, and we call them like mentally ill or what. Actually, they talk like this. Blah, 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 blah. So they are doing something and say, what's wrong? But many of us are talking to ourselves very sophisticatedly. We are like this. And the other person thinks we are quiet, but there is so much of noise going inside. There's so much of havoc, chaos is going inside. There's so much of internal talk, self-talk is going. Yeah. Yeah. So this internal conversation, खुद के साथ जो संवाद है, खुद के साथ जो communication है, is called as a self-talk or a thinking. Okay. So we are talking to ourselves everyday basis, consciously or unconsciously. 80% of that self-talk with us that we're having with ourselves is questions, everyone. Just make a note of this. Okay. Everyone, ह्यूमन सेल्फ टॉक और सेल्फ कम्युनिकेशन जो खुद के साथ बातचीत होती है वो 80%, 80% you're talking to yourself in terms of questions. I'll explain that. And 20% in terms of statements. Okay. Yeah, make a note of this. I'll explain quickly. What do we mean by that? So questions like, for example, I'll say, why I'm having this conversation. Let's assume, like, why am I suffering in life? What is the meaning of life? When will I make more money? When will I get rid of my issues? Why do people judge me? How can I overcome my anxiety? When will I succeed in my career? Okay. When you understand these questions, this conversation is so much about that's internal talk is so much in terms of questions. Sawal jawab. So it's so much about questions. So we are talking to ourselves in terms of questions. Just know that. Yeah. You must not be aware. But majority, 80% of your conversation with yourself is in terms of question. Why certain people succeed and why am I failing? Okay. These questions can be positive as well. That's very rare. There's a lot of people you see, you ask them. There are people who ask positive questions also. Why am I so lucky in life? How come I'm so fortunate to be born in this rich family? How come I look so good? People do ask positive questions as well. But rarely you'll find many people ask negative questions. Why do I look like that? Why my height is this much? Why my hair is getting white? Why did I choose the wrong partner? You understand this? Yeah. So this question that 80% of communication is in terms of self-communication is in terms of questions. It could be positive, negative. Okay. How many of you are following what I'm saying? Just type FY in the chat box. FY is F following you. Okay. I hope you're following me. Shriram is following me. Akshay is following me. Rahul is following me. How I'm blessed. That's super mental like those, sir. Thank you. See, question, positive question. How I am so blessed to have a super duper mentor like Sadhu, sir. That's a very nice way to appreciate. Thank you. So you're following, right? So just remember, 80% is in terms of questions, and 20% of our self communication is in terms of statements. Okay, statements. It's like dry, straight statements. Um, like statements. I don't think I'm that good looking. I want to be rich, but I don't want to take a risk. This is it's just a statement. Huh? It's just a plain statement that we have. It's a terms of straight statement. You understand? Okay. Um, yeah. I want to have a very good body, but I don't want to exercise. She sees statements, getting it? So it's like 80% questions, 20% statements. With this, usually we have this 100% communication to ourselves. Okay? Got it? अब क्या करे भाई साहब? अब आगे क्या ये समस्या है? But if there are negative questions, how to turn negative questions to positive questions? And there are negative statements, how to change negative statement to positive statements? When we know negative questions, it's not good for us. It's pretty obvious. Why am I suffering so much? It's a negative question, right? We do not want to ask negative questions. Okay. So negative question gives negative feelings, negative answers. Okay. Why am I suffering so much? Because you're an idiot. You deserve it. I know that. I am deserving. You understand? Negative questions give negative answers, negative feelings. So what we need to do is, my dear friend, we need to ask positive questions. Right? See how we talk to ourselves in terms of questions and statements. Positive questions, positive feelings, positive answers. Getting it? So to change our thoughts, we got to change our negative questions to positive questions. We got to change our negative statements to positive statements. Just be there. Maza aane wala, just be there with me. Okay? And even if you skip, if you don't understand anything, don't worry. You can watch the recording. Just be with me. Just go with the flow. Hare Krishna. Chaliye aage badhte hai. So when we know that 80% questions, and if there are negative, we got to change it to positive. Let's do this. How to change your negative questions to positive questions. I'm going to give you a lot of examples. So don't worry. If you're not understanding it, some of you, if you're not clear, don't worry. The examples will make you clear. Let's do this. So write negative questions, everyone. What you do is take a piece of paper and pen, and please write your negative questions. Whatever questions you must be usually asking to yourself, right? It could be related to your health, physical health or mental health. Why my body is so weak? Why my mind is so weak? Why am I suffering with anxiety? Why? How? You understand that? Any kind of questions regarding your body, maybe relationship. Why I never get a good partner? Why nobody falls in love with me? Why people betray me? You understand that? So it could be related to relationships. HRCM. Just remember, H for health, R for relationships, C for career. Will I ever grow in my career? It's a question, right? How am I not able to grow in my career? Why I'm failing in my career? So it could be C for career, H for health, R for relationships, C for career, M for money. Why I'm so poor? You know, why you understand that career. So it's questions that you must be asking yourself. So these are like certain questions. Also there are big life questions. Certain questions are like which are encapsulated with life, like why my life is so boring, why am my life is filled with suffering. Understand? So certain questions are related to health, relationship, career, money. Certain questions are big life questions. Why this life is full of worries, tragedies, whatever. Why only I have to suffer? You understand? It's a question. Whatever question you have regarding your HRCM, health, relationship, career, money, or any other question, whatever that question that comes in your mind, the negative questions, please do write it right here, right now. Okay? Yeah. So, yes. You're right, Swati. So here we go, my friend. Take pen and paper. Whatever negative questions that come in your mind, please do write it in the next couple of minutes. Okay? At least write 3 questions. And if you're done with 3 questions minimum, you can write more than 3, but if you're done with 3 questions, writing 3 questions that come in your mind again and again, just type 3QD, 3 questions done. Okay? Mast music lagata hai main, ekdam chill. Don't worry. You'll have fun, my friend, with me. Write those questions in your books because we're going to find answers to them as well. Let's see. This is not just a theory thing. We're going to move it practically. Okay? I'm going to tell you how to make this work. Okay? So here we go. So write those questions. We're going to turn those negative questions to positive questions. So eventually we're going to change your thinking. Chali, let's do this. Hare Krishna. Please write as many questions as possible. Negative questions, these negative questions are nothing but negative thinking, negative thoughts. And you're writing it. If you're done with 3 questions writing, just type 3QD. And when you're done, make sure you keep writing. Okay? I'll give you a couple of minutes. Just write it. Enjoy writing the questions. Whatever negative thoughts that you get in terms of questions, please write it. If you're done with 3 questions, you can write more questions. The negative thoughts that get into your mind in terms of questions. Today, you're going to change them. Fantastic. 10 QD. 10 questions done. Fantastic. Good. See, it should not take much of a time because it's not a fresh question. तो बहुत सालों से चल रहा है ये पुराना दर्द है. Yeah. If you're done with 3 questions, just type 3QD. 3 questions done. You're done writing 3 questions. Good, Vijay. Fantastic. So let's change this negative question to positive questions. Okay? Life is a big questions. The answer is Ados, sir. Very sweet of you. Thank you so much, Swati. Life's answer is there within. I'm just a torch. Just showing, beaming with light. So let's start, everyone. Let's get moving. Now what to do? How to change these negative questions to positive questions? Let's start. These negative questions are nothing but the negative thoughts. How to change them? Here we go, my friend. Sure. I'll give you the template. I'll give you the answer. How you can do that. Hare Krishna. Okay. So, my dear friend, just remember this thing. This is called as action taking positive question. Just write in your notes. Okay. Action taking positive questions. Okay. Just write. So, whatever negative questions you have to use this method of action taking positive questions. And the formula is this, everyone. Okay. The formula is this. To change negative question to positive question, the formula is this. Use any of the two. How can I dash, or what can I do to dot. Okay, I'll explain. Don't you worry. Okay, you can just write. This is a template. The yellow thing that you're seeing is a template to change your negative thoughts to positive thoughts. The negative questions to positive questions. I'll explain. You don't worry. Okay, but please write in your notes or you can take a screenshot of this. How can I or what can I do to? Any of these two you can use. And note, include positive words and not negative. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so let me explain. Let me give you an example. चलिए शुरू करते हैं भाई साहब. So, for example, if you have a negative questions, why am I suffering so much? मेरे जिंदगी में इतना दुख क्यों है? Okay, so if you have this negative questions, why am I suffering so much? You have to change this negative question using any of these two. Okay, how can I and what can I do to use positive words and not negative? Okay, so the negative question is, why am I suffering so much? Now, this why am I suffering so much? This negative question, it's a thought, right? You understand? This negative question is nothing but a negative thought. Okay, so how to turn it into positive question? What can I do to make my life full of happiness? You understand this? What can you see this formula? How can I or what can I do to? Okay. You have to change the negative question to positive questions. What can I do to make my life full of happiness? Yeah. See, it's called as action taking positive questions because there is action in this question. What can I do? Kuch kya karu main? Kya kar guzar jao? What can I do to make my life full of happiness? Yes. See, have we written this? What can I do to come out of suffering? If I would have written, what can I do to come out of suffering? What was the problem in that question? If I would have written, I would have violated one important note or disclaimer. Why I did not write this word suffering? It's a negative word. Akshay, kya baat hai? Subhanallah. Kya baat hai? Fantastic. It's a negative word. Suffering is a negative word, right? Yes. It's a negative. Still, it is negative. Yeah, it is negative, right, honey? We do not want to use a negative word. It's a rule. हमारा नियम है जिंदगी का. बस नकारात्मक शब्द नहीं है. Very, very important. I'm going to give you example. Many of you just remember. Simple. Whatever negative, just remember this formula. How can I or what can I do to include positive words, not negative? That's why we had a negative question. Why am I suffering so much? And we have to change that question to what can I do to make my life full of happiness? We did not use the word, what can I do to come out of suffering? Because suffering is a negative word. According, it's perfectly said by Akshay and Hani. Let's take another example. So anyone, so just tell me everyone, when you're saying this, what can I do to make my life full of happiness? What is the feel you're getting? Ask yourself this question a couple of times and tell me what is the feel you're getting right now? What can I do to make my life full of happiness? What kind of feeling you're getting? Just type in the chat box. Is it a happy feeling? Yeah, fantastic. Is it a good feeling, empowering feeling, positive feeling? If you're getting a positive feeling, just type PF in the chat box. Yeah. Happy feeling, just type PF. Yes. Motivating. What can I do to make my life full of happiness? Kya karu main? Bata Bhagwan, main kya karu? It's positive feeling. And let's say this. Everyone, let's do this. Okay, fantastic. So let's continue with this. Okay. Good feeling, right? So let's do this. Let's do this. It's so, yeah, good feeling. The check, the feeling is positive. Fantastic. PF. What answers you're getting? So if you ask, what can I do to make my life full of happiness? Ask yourself this question. What answer could you get? Pucho. For example, if I am Honey, I will ask, yeah, Honey, what can I do to make my life full of happiness? What answers are you getting? Yeah. Healthy lifestyle. Okay. Leave the job. Or rather find a better job. Okay. Can be. Okay. What else? This is all, see, this is self-inquiry. This is self-introspection. What can I do to make my life full of happiness? मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? Yes. Set higher goals. Okay. Balance work. Okay. Travel. Good. You're getting positive answers, right? Good. Healthy lifestyle. Follow Bodhisattva journey. Shakrishi meditation. Watch TV. Okay. Watch TV and don't watch crime things. Watch comedy things. Okay. Live in the present. Hey, Nirja, happy to see you. Yes, live in the present moment. How to live in the present moment? Sir ने बताया Bodhisattva में. Practice. Yesterday we did the dharana also. You're getting the answers. Follow. Spend quality time with positive people. Yeah. See, you're getting what can I do to make my life full of happiness? You're getting positive answers. Stop thinking negatively about all the conditions in your life. Yeah. You're getting it. So now you're getting the answers. Okay. Don't worry. Many of you must be saying, sir, thoda confusion. And don't worry. The more we'll find the examples, you'll have a better answer. So constructive approach. Yeah. So see, the answer should be on the level of practical doing. Okay. Action taking. It's not like khayali pulao, nice feeling and all that. No, something on the outside which you can take practical action steps. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Change question, change feeling. Let's take another example. The more we will see, the more you'll understand. Let's take another example. A negative question is, when will this terrible anxiety end? Okay. So everyone just ask yourself this question. When will this terrible anxiety end? And tell me, when you're asking this question, are you getting a positive feel or negative feel? If you're getting a negative feel, just type NF in the chat box. Yeah, cool is saying what to do when I don't know what should I do. Ask yourself positive question and you will get an answer. Or see, first of all, you change your negative question to positive question by asking how can I or what can I do to? Okay. And automatically you will get the answer. Or what else you can do is imagine this is your friend. For example, cool. Your friend is asking you this and you are giving this answer. Let's say Sriram is asking you, Sriram is asking, cool, what can I do, dear cool, to make my life full of happiness? So what answer will you give to Sriram? That's your answer, my friend. Getting it? Yes? Getting it? So, yeah. So, let's come back. When will this terrible anxiety end? It's a negative question, right? Negative question will give you negative feeling, negative question, negative answers, you know? Let's change this question. Using this formula, how will you change this question? When will this terrible anxiety? Use any of these two and use positive words. Anyone can please type in the chat box. Using this formula, how can I or what can I do to please change this question, negative question to positive questions? When will this terrible anxiety end? Okay, use positive words. Use this formula and please type in the chat box. When will this terrible anxiety change this negative question to positive questions? Let me see. Okay, what can I do for practice consciousness? Okay. Okay. How can I be more happy? No. What is the question? What is the question we have? When will this terrible anxiety end? How can you change this negative question to positive question? What can I do to make my life blissful? Fantastic. That's a better question you're asking. How to be in present moment? No. What can I do to overcome my anxiety? Okay. Yeah. What can I do to make my life blissful? Okay. Okay. How to be in present moment? No. Let's, it's nothing wrong, but let's make it a better question. Everyone, how can I become more peaceful in life? Right? See, when you want to, when will this terrible anxiety end? See, when you want to end that anxiety, what do you actually want? If you don't want anxiety, what do you want? You want to be peaceful, right? That's what you want. Anxiety is creating a lot of heck, mess, mental stress, worry. So you want to be peaceful. So the question is, how can I become more peaceful in life? You understand this? So we have used this formula, how can I? And yes, anxiety is a negative word, right? Terrible anxiety is a negative word. So how can I become more peaceful in life? Now, this question will give you, check the field, ask yourself this question, how can I become more peaceful in life? You'll get a positive feel, right? And what answers you will get? By the way, how can I become more peaceful in life? Ask this question to yourself. What answers you're getting? Answer is meditation. Yeah, what can I start to enjoying life? Even that is a nice question. At an evening exercise session. Okay, fantastic. What answers you're getting? What can I do to make my life? What can I do to live a peaceful life? What answers you're getting? Meditation karo, Shakrishi meditation karo. Yeah, practice deep breathing. Okay, count my blessings. Okay, Shakrishi. You're getting positive answers. Yeah, mindfulness. See what the beauty of this is. When you ask negative questions, you get negative feelings and negative answers. Quality of life is the quality of questions you ask yourself. You understand? Change question, change answer. Okay. We'll take more examples. Eat well. See, Akshay is beautiful. Akshay is saying, what can I do the question was this, what can I do to live a more peaceful life? See, Akshay has come up with wonderful list of answers. Eat well. Wow. Now you're getting right. It's action, everyone. There is an action. Eat well is an action. Fantastic. Sleep well is an action. Deep breathing. Build habit to think positive. Fantastic. What is that habit? Follow Bodhisattva journey. Play games, sports. See, there is an answer to that. That is something practical. Positive habits. Absolutely. Get up early in the morning. Meditate. Attend Bodhisattva journey. Okay, you get that? Yeah. Let's take two examples. Okay, let's do this. Why people always betray me? लोग मुझे धोखा क्यों देते हैं? Okay. Now this is a negative question. The betray word is negative. Yeah. How can you change this negative question? Why people always betray me? How can you change this negative question to positive question using any of these two? Okay. Make sure you use positive word. अपना दिमाग लगाओ. Right, wrong कुछ नहीं है. Just why people always betray me? Okay. There is no perfect answer to this. It's just that we should have a positive action taking positive question. Okay, there should be an action. Okay, let me see. How can I meet trustworthy people? Yes, how can I meet more trustworthy people? Kya baat hai, Nirja? Fantastic. What a beautiful. See, it's a very empowering question. Okay, fantastic. How can I become more positive? Yeah. Let's see, what else? How can I believe actions more than words? Wow. See? Fantastic. See, we are training our mind to think in action taking positive way. Fantastic. For example, using any of these two. So what we saw here, what can I do so that people have a more trustworthy relationship with me, right? What can I do? ऐसा क्या करूं मैं so that people have a more trustworthy relationship with me? Or you can also write, how can I be more vigilant to see, to know who are good and bad people, or who are more right people for me? Okay. How can I be more vigilant? Okay. How can I be more vigilant? How can I be more observant to see the right people, to allow right people to come in my life? See, many times wrong people also come in our life. Okay. Certain narcissist people, toxic people come in our life. They make us feel that we are stupid, idiot. They always crush our confidence. Okay. So maybe the people are not right. They're not trustworthy. So you can say, why people always betray me? The positive question is, how can I be more observant in choosing the right people in my life? How can I be more observant? As beautifully. So, what answers will you get? How can I be more observant, more vigilant? Don't fall in people's words. Look at their actions as well. As beautifully put by Nirja, you know, you know. Yeah. How can I become more smart in observing right people? You know, you understand that? It's just using this formula to think in a right perspective. Okay. How can I be myself rather than with them? Absolutely. How can I be more cautious? Very good. Fantastic. I love that. How can I be more cautious? Yes. Don't fall in anybody's word. It's not that all people are wrong. It's not that all people are right. A lot of people come with a lot of self-interest agendas. Okay. They can manipulate you. Okay. And then once their work is done, they'll put you in the corner and you'll start worrying like, why so people don't betray me? Why people? Wait a minute. You are not cautious. Getting it? Sarkar bhi sahi chuno. Log bhi sahi chuno. Okay. So how can I be more cautious? That's wonderful. Fantastic. You're getting it? So whatever negative questions you have, my friend, just use this formula. If you really ask me what is the beauty about this formula is, there is action. मैं क्या करूं? How can I, or what can I do too? This is giving you a stimulant. It's stimulating to take certain actions. When you get these answers, what do? You act on it. Lag gaya. You act on it. You goddamn take actions on it. Okay, you getting it? Don't worry, just be there with me. Yeah. Sir, is this okay? How to stay strong in every situation in life? How to stay strong in every how to stay no. What is this question? The question was what can I do to, or how can I stay strong? Okay. See, how to stay, no, should be an action taking. Usme kuch action wale uttar aane chahiye, Neeta ji. So what can I do to stay strong in every situation of life? That's a more right question. What can I do to stay strong in every situation of life? Or how can I stay strong in every situation of life? What answers? What can I do to stay strong? What answer will you get? What can I do to stay strong in difficult situations of life? What answers can you get? Ask yourself. If I'm Neeta ji, I'll ask myself, Neeta, how can I stay strong? What can I do to stay strong in difficult situations of life? What can I do on everyday basis? Yes, fantastic. Have mental and physical health. Physically Shaktishali bano. Your body is healthy, your mind is healthy. Shakrishi karo. Sir ke sessions attend karo. Follow the Bodhisattva. Stay in right people. Read good books. Okay. What answers you'll get? Stop being with poisonous people. Be with right people. Okay. Do you understand this? Do proper conditioning. Yes. Yeah. Next question for health anxiety. Yes, we are coming to that, Akshay. We are health anxiety happened because of some family anxiety. Yes, I'll come to that. हर चीज पे हम काम करेंगे. Just मेरे साथ रहिए. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll come to the health anxiety as well. Okay. So we are done with this. Fantastic. What if I die of a heart attack? Okay, this is the question, negative question, right? What if I die of a heart attack? You have this negative question. What if I die of a heart attack? So everyone, this is a negative question. It is giving you negative feel. Okay. And what is the negative answers you'll get? All this negative answers. So everyone, this is a negative question. How will you change this negative question to positive question using this formula? Remember, there should be an action asking question. Okay. How can I or what can I do to include positive words, not negative? Please use your creativity. Come on, let's do it. What if I die of a heart attack? How can you use any of these questions to turn that negative question into positive question? Please use positive words, not negative. Yeah. How can I have a healthy heart? Superb, Akshay. How can I have a healthy heart? Okay. What can I do to have a healthy heart? How can I become more healthier? How can I tell my heart all is well? Yeah. Let's look at this. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Let's look at this. Let's do this. कहाँ पे गया हमारा दिल दिल तो बच्चा है ये हमारा भाई नेशनल क्वेश्चन ऑफ आवर कम्युनिटी अबाउट हाँ दिल वाले सारे दिल वाले लोग हैं हमारे यहाँ what if I die of heart attack? Okay, how can I change it? What can I do to keep my heart healthy so I can live a long and healthy life? Okay, everyone, just ask this question to yourself right now. What can I do to keep my heart healthy so I can live a long and healthy life? Ask this question a few times and just tell me, are you getting NF or PF? Negative feel or a positive feel? What can I do to keep my heart healthy so I can live a long and healthy life? Okay. Are you getting a PF or an NF? Positive feel, negative feel? Yeah. Sanjay saying positive feel. Fantastic. Vaishya saying positive feel. Hari saying positive feel. Yeah. What can I do to keep my heart healthy so I can live a long and healthy life? What answers are you getting, by the way? What are the answers? पूछो अपने आप से मैं ऐसे क्या करूं मेरा दिल एकदम मस्त रहे स्ट्रांग रहे लंबा जीव मैं क्या करूं मैं उसके लिए actions, you'll get some answers out of actions. Exercise, Rahul, क्या बात है? Healthy food, healthy lifestyle, healthy focus, oily food ना खाओ, मस्त अनिल, क्या बात है? See, my dear friend, our life is all about focus. What we focus, we get more of it. You're getting? In the beginning, I told you, focus on not overcoming, focus on becoming. Right? Your mind is totally, see, whatever you focus, those kind of thoughts come more to you. Those kind of feelings come more to you. To set a right focus in life, a positive focus in life, you got to ask positive questions. Okay. What can I do to keep my heart healthy so I can live a long and healthy life? It's a positive focus. What answers you're going to get? Avoid stress. Okay. Shakrishi meditation karo, evening ecstasy karo. Okay. Meditate, tell my heart that things and situations are not as bad as I'm thinking. Yes. Eat fresh and vegetables. See, there should be action taking answers. Okay. Not like nice feeling, action taking. Okay. So let's do this, everyone. Okay. So what can I do to keep my heart healthy so I can live a long, healthy life? You will get these answers. Exercise karo. Okay. See, the simple is follow a bodhisattva path. Remember I told you in the beginning? कुछ मत करो ये चार चीजें करो. See, I have told you in the beginning. Do this to keep your heart healthy and rather to live a long and healthy life. Watch self-discovery videos, all 5 modules. Shakrishi meditation, attend evening ecstasy or sleep like a baby at night. Follow healthy physical lifestyle, meals, rest, exercise. Bas ye karo. See, what happening is when you ask right questions, you get right answers. Positive questions, just remember, positive questions, positive feeling and positive answers. Okay. You're changing your thinking in a way. Understanding? Your negative thinking to positive thinking. That is our today's topic. What? By asking, action taking positive questions using the template, we're changing our thought process. In a way, we are changing the focus, the negative focus to positive focus. Okay? You getting what I'm saying? Hare Krishna. Meditate and tell Mahatma. Yeah, absolutely. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Okay, चलो. Let's have fun. So everyone, here we are. अब तक यहाँ पे आ गए. Okay. So everyone, now when you get the answers, what you should do, everyone? Just remember, action taking positive questions. When you get answers, just remember, when you get these answers, just take actions. Okay? When you get the answers, you got to take actions on them. And I always say this, fear is fearful of actions. The moment you take actions, your fear will just disappear like a morning mist. When you get this answer, what can I do to keep my heart healthy so I can live a long and healthy life? You will get certain answers, right? You get certain answers. Take actions on these answers. डर किस चीज का है? Why is this fear? Fear is only because you're thinking too much and you're acting very little. You start thinking less, acting more. Take more actions. Think less, act more. जिंदगी का formula लिखा लो. Make a painting, do anything. Just write in your room, wherever. Think less, act more. Think less, act more. Think less, act. So when you get a positive answers, act on it. How? Why am I so poor? Negative questions, negative feeling, negative answers. What can I do to make more money? What answers will you get? What can I do to make more money? What answers will you get? Ask yourself, what can I do to make more money? What answers you will get? What can I do? What can I do to make more money? What can I do? Just type in the chat box, everyone. What do you think? Get more skilled? Okay, good, fantastic. Work hard? Fantastic. What else? Ask yourself, what can I do to make more money? You have a negative question, why I'm so poor, why I'm so why I'm so broke. Okay, negative question. Positive question using the template, what can I do to make more money? Hard work, smart work, spend less, fantastic, spend less. Okay, yeah, get more skilled. Start learning new skill, fantastic. See, now you're getting answers. Now, but उस answers का क्या करें? आचार डालें. उस answer, reduce more. When you get these answers, you got to act on these answers. Okay. When you get this answer, what can I do to make more money? I got to spend less. So you make sure you spend less. Start taking actions. Manage your time well. Don't waste your time. Okay. So manage your time well. Make sure you're making most of your time. What answers you're getting? Start learning new skill. Start then. Actually start a new skill or skill develop karo. So moment you get answers, you start taking actions. Because the moment you take actions, fear just disappears like a morning mist. Okay. Hari bol, chala 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 aage badhte hai. That is, so when you get answers, just take actions. Fear is fearful of actions. I've written, once you get the positive answers, then start taking actions on them, because fear is fearful of all actions. And by the way, everyone just remember, and if something is uncontrollable, see, if something is uncontrollable, something that is not in your control. Okay. So for example, if you're caught up in, if something is not in your control, it's if it's raining outside, okay, you can't stop the rain, but you have to go to your friend's place, right? Yeah. So you can't stop the rain. In certain times when things are not in your control, which are totally out of your control, like rain, you got to surrender the higher energies. For example, you have the future question. Oh, what will happen to my family if I go to America, if they're in India? Oh, what if I lose all my hair? I become ganja. These future thoughts that you're having, are they in your control? Future is not in your control. Okay, what if I lose my job? These future questions that you have, if they are not in your control, future is uncontrollable. You just got to surrender to the higher energies. Okay, just remember this thing. If something is in your control, start taking actions. If something is not in your control, surrender higher energies. Surrender. ऊपर वाले को छोड़ दो. Simple, you just surrender. Just know this. मन का हो तो अच्छा, ना हो तो और भी अच्छा. If you want something to happen according to your will, if something happens according to your will, it's great. And if something doesn't happen according to your will, it is even more greater, because it is happening according to His will, the Almighty. Right? So sometimes, if something is not in your control, or something is uncontrollable, just trust the higher energies, trust the process. Even if you see the old Hindi films, in the old Hindi films, doctor try everything, क्या होगा, मेरा लड़का बीमार है, डॉक्टर बताओ वो सही होगा नहीं होगा, विल ही बी ओके. हमने सारी कोशिश की है, अब दवा के साथ दुआ की भी जरूरत है. So yeah, dua is what? God will see. It's not in my hand. So certain times you got to just surrender the higher energy. So just remember this, my friend. So whenever you get negative questions, ask action taking positive questions. And when you get answers, Just start taking actions. And then, like, what to do when you see a traumatic event, like every traumatic event, disturbing event, we tend to become very negative and identify or get fear that it might happen to you as well. Then what to do? We'll come to that. Just be there. Akshay, it's a very good question. But as we're going to go with the session, you'll get answer to that as well when we are coming to a point in our in today's call about this particular topic we're going to touch today is putting your thoughts on trial. Okay, so just be there with me. Okay, fantastic. This question will be answered. Okay, so fantastic. Just remember, if something is controllable, surrender the universe, trust the process of life. Okay, so got it. 80% questions, 20% statements. So we have done with the questions. Okay, and we have seen action taking positive questions. You just have to use a template, which I showed you. You have to write your negative questions. You turn your negative question into positive questions using action taking positive questions. How can I, what can I do to? Okay, fantastic. And when you get the answers, start taking actions on them. Okay, include positive words, not negative. Got it? So let's look about the statements, everyone. Statements, fantastic. Let's look at the statements. Okay. Now we also get negative statements. Okay, as Akshay just put it. Let's look at this. This is going to be very, very important. Okay. So before that, we'll take like a couple of minutes break, like 1 minute break. Everyone chest out, shoulders back. Even if you understand few percent today, just consume it. You can watch the recording as well. Okay. Everyone chest down, shoulders back. Chest out, rako, shoulders back, rako. Keep your chin parallel to the ground, legs uncrossed. Keep your palms on your lap, my friend. Close your eyes, my friend. Please close your eyes. Keep your body loose. Your shoulders relaxed. And with your eyes closed, my friend, start breathing in deep from your nostrils. Hold that breath for the count of 7 approximately. And when you will exhale, exhale from your mouth with the count of 7. Enjoy this breathing pattern. Very, very important. Okay. Fantastic. Enjoy breathing in deep. Hold that breath for the count of 7 and exhale with the count of 7. Have a subtle smile. Keep your shoulders loose and relaxed. Keep your body very loose and relaxed. Enjoy breathing in deep from your nostrils. Hold and exhale very slowly. With each exhalation, keep your body more relaxed. Keep your body loose and relaxed. Enjoy this beautiful inhalation, holding and exhaling. Enjoy it. And just see with each exhalation, your body is getting more light and relaxed. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Have a smile on your face, everyone. Slowly open your eyes. Very slowly open your eyes. And just say this with me, my friend. I am going to change my negative thinking to positive thinking. I'm going to conquer my mind. My mind is my servant. Say it louder, everyone. My mind is my servant. And I am the master. My mind is my servant. And I am the master. Fantastic. I'm going to conquer my mind. There we go. Hari bol. Okay, so let's get moving to the further session, everyone. If you stay till the end, all your questions will be answered. Okay. So everyone, should we start? Should we start with the statements? If you want me to start, just type in the chat box GSG. That is get, set, go. Just type in the chat box, get, set, go. Okay. So let's start. Thank you, Vaishnavi, Rahul, Sanjay, Neetaji, Sanjay. Fantastic. Sanjay, Akshay. Okay, Kunal. So let's start, everyone. Let's start with the statements. Okay? Even if something is unclear to you, you can watch the recording again. No problem. Fantastic. So let's start. So the thoughts that we're talking about, it's internal, right? The self-communication. The self-communication or this internal thought is 80% questions and 20% statements. These statements are usually, everyone, our core beliefs or conflicts. Now, just know this. These statements are divided into core beliefs and conflicts. Okay? You got to resolve your beliefs and your conflicts. Yeah. So let's start. Let's start. The statements that we have, these thoughts are divided into core beliefs and conflicts. What are these core beliefs? If I do this, that will happen. If I do A, B will happen. Something like this. This is like a belief we have. अगर मैं ये करूंगा तो वो हो जाएगा. Okay. For example, somebody, I think Akshay just put it. Something happened to my, something happened. But Akshay just put it like that. Let me just read Akshay's. Akshay just put a question like 10 minutes back. Like what to do when you see a traumatic event, like every traumatic event, disturbing event, we tend to become very negative and identify or get fear that it might happen to you as well. Okay. So this means that something happened to my colleague. What if this happens to me as well? My colleague died of a heart attack. What if I die as well? So to watch your colleague die of a heart attack is a traumatic event. What if I die with a heart attack as well? You understand this? It's a core belief. You understand? It's a belief. If I do A, B will happen. If this happens to something, this will happen to me. And this is a belief. It's not a reality. So just look at this. We'll try and answer. Okay. For example, let's just put this. Let me just give you the answer. Okay. For example, if I went outside with other people, old friends will leave me. Okay. So this is like one of the students, used to tell me, sir, अगर मैं नए दोस्त बनाऊंगा तो मेरे मेरे पुराने दोस्त मेरे से अलग हो जाएंगे. If I make new friends, my old friends will go away. What is the proof? Why do you think like that? It's a belief. If he died of a heart attack, I can die of a heart attack as well. If he can become ganja, मैं भी गंजा हो सकता हूँ. Ooh, wait a second. Who said that? Okay. Yeah. So you understand? It's a belief. How to change this traumatic event? Just be there with me, everyone. So let's try and understand. This negative belief is the formation of negative belief system. Belief is something you're 100% sure of. Okay. So let's do this, everyone. Let's understand thinking errors. See, everyone, there is something called as thinking error, which is called as generalization. People, they, everybody. See, how are these negative beliefs are formed? What are negative beliefs? It's set of thoughts, like certain thoughts we believe in, we're 100% true. Okay. These are beliefs. How are these beliefs are formed? See, beliefs are positive beliefs also. There are negative beliefs also. Positive beliefs are those beliefs which help us to grow mentally, physically, spiritually, intellectually, socially, in every. So there are positive beliefs. There are negative beliefs. If something will happen to him, it will happen to me as well. Negative beliefs are those beliefs which just sucks our energy, which disempowers us mentally, physically, spiritually, intellectually, financially, socially, every area of your life. We do want beliefs, but we want positive beliefs. We do not want negative beliefs. But how are these beliefs formed at the first place? Okay. So they are formed due to thinking errors. Just be there with me. You'll understand. Okay. Dhire dhire, hole hole. There are thinking errors we have. There are 4 types of thinking errors. Generalization. Okay. We usually tend to use the words people, they, or everybody. This is a thinking error. It's a thinking error called as generalization. All people are bad. They think I'm stupid. Everybody makes fun of me. You understand? Is it true? You're generalizing it. It's thinking error. Yeah. Generalization is when you put everything in one basket. Okay. Yeah. We understand that. If a female, let's say a girl has had a very tough relationship with a guy. then you'll usually hear these statements: all men are dogs. You can never trust any man. It's generalization. It's a generalization. You understand that? So you put everything in one basket. That's a thinking error. Okay. I'll tell you how to use this to change your negative thinking to positive thinking. Don't worry. This is general. This is a thinking error. What else a thinking error is? Black or white. Okay. This is very classical. This is a thinking error. Usually we use the words always, never, impossible, disaster, perfect. Okay. Always, never, impossible, disaster. You know. Black or white thinking means it's like extreme thought process. You know. This person died of a heart attack. I can also die of a heart attack. You understand? It's extreme. Now, this person died of a heart attack. You can die of a lung cancer. You can die of aging. You can die of skin cancer. You understand? Why this only? Okay. Or maybe you will not die at this age. You'll die at 80, 90. You know, it's extreme. Okay. And it's, for example, if your heart is beating faster or you have a prick in your chest, what is the black or white thinking? Oh, it's a heart attack. I'm going to die. What will happen to my family, my relationship, the investment I have done? Oh, wait a second. It's all or nothing or black and white thinking. It's extreme. Oh, it's a disaster. I'm dead. I'm gone. Everything is finished. Oh, wait. It's an extreme thinking. It's a thinking error. Understand that? Yeah. So all or nothing or white or black, this is called black or white thinking, that you think extreme, catastrophize everything as extreme thinking. Okay. The words that are used are like this, like extreme words we use, like always this has to happen to me. Always I have to suffer. People will never understand me. You understand? It's a black or white thinking. Yeah. It's impossible to overcome anxiety. It's a black or white thinking. If I fail this exam, it's disaster. You understand? It's like, it's very extreme thinking. If I fail this UPSC exam, it's disaster and everything is end. I'm dead. I'm gone. You understand? Black or white. Perfect. When I go on stage, I need to be perfect. Extreme. See, life is not black and white, my friend. It can be to what extent it is black or to what extent it is white, or life can also be gray. Life is like that. This is a thinking error. Just know this. Okay. I'll tell you how to use this thing. Just be there with me. So these are the two thinking errors. You have fourth. The third thinking error is the magical thinking, or assuming we know what people are thinking. Okay, this is called as magical thinking, also called as mind reading. This is a thinking error. ये सोचने की हम में गलती हो जाती है. This is very important. For example, let's say we have Swati. Swati is working in a company, and she prepared for a speech. She was going to give a speech about her organization. She prepared well, acha prepare kiya, and she gave the speech beautifully, wonderfully well, and everybody in her organization were like, "Kya baat hai Swati? Oscar, kya baat hai?" She just fumbled on couple of words or sentences, or maybe she sneezed in between. Achi. And she left that after the whole thing happened. Everybody went to their places. And Swati is thinking like this: oh, that person must be, all these people must be thinking how stupid I am. How can I sneeze in between in between the presentation? How everybody must be thinking how stupid I am to fumble on that word. You understand what happened? And these people behind, what they must be saying, Swati kya speech diya. So you're thinking for somebody else. You really don't know. There's no evidence of it. It's magical thinking. Two people when they meet, let's say you go on a date, and maybe you did not say much on that date. Okay, you did not say. Let's say we have Rahul, who went on a date with a person, and he was quiet. He did not say much. Little bit he spoke. And they both went to their houses, and Rahul was like, I know she must be thinking that how stupid I am. I can't even speak well. I am not even, I don't have enough topics to talk upon. But then that girl must be saying, he's so charming. He doesn't overact, right? I like his humbleness. So, who said what you're thinking for somebody else? So, you're assuming what other person, it is called as magical thinking or mind reading. You made up somebody's thoughts in your mind to be true, but it's not a reality. That's a thinking error. Anybody has anybody has experienced this thinking error in their life? Just type me in the chat box. Maybe you had something in the conversation and you started thinking that person is thinking like this, and you throughout the night you kept on thinking like this. Ah, उसने ना मेरे बारे में यही सोचा होगा. This famous you know क्या कहेंगे लोग, क्या कहेंगे लोग, लोग ऐसे ही सोच रहे होंगे ना मेरे बारे में. Yeah, but nobody's thinking. This is called as, yeah, even I have gone through this. We all go through this in our life. We assume that that person is 100% thinking like that, and we also say, ah, I have a gut feeling, मेरे को hunch है, मुझे पता है वो क्या सोच रहा है. This is a thinking error, and we many of the times we mess our relationships. Okay, दुनिया के सबसे बड़े रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग. So this is a thinking error. The last thinking error is this, my friend: filtering, excluding positives and focusing only on negatives. Okay, these are the four thinking errors. Just remember: filtering, excluding positives, and focusing only on negatives. Okay. For example, I gave you this Swati's this example. Swati went to, gave a wonderful speech in her office. She, you know, she will come back home and she will only just curse herself. How did I cough? How did I sneeze? How did I made fumble on that word? So the complete focus is on that mistake, on that negative. Rest 99 is totally out of the window. This is called as focusing on negatives and excluding all the positive. This is filtering. This is a thinking error. We all go through this. चांद को देख के दाग देखते हैं, चांद की खूबसूरती नहीं देखते. You know, that is. So just remember, these are four thinking errors. We all make. We just need to understand. And this thinking errors creates negative thought processes. Okay, got it? How many of you got this? What do you call this? Four thinking errors. If you have got it, just type GI in the chat box. I'll tell you how to use it. Okay. Okay. And even if you have got little bit, ज़्यादा नहीं समझा है, don't worry. I'll tell you how to use it. You can just watch the recording. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Got it. Kodal got it. Vaishnavi got it. These are the thinking errors we have. One is generalization. We generalize everything like that. All men are dogs. And all these people are like that. This particular religion, these people are like that. These people are like that. Generalization. The second one was black or white thinking. The third one was, what was the third thing? Mind reading. And the fourth one was filtering. Okay. Just know these are the thinking errors. Okay. Fantastic. Now, everyone. So the question, we are going to do an exercise called as putting thoughts on trial or thought record. Okay. If anybody who's feeling a little overwhelmed, this is so much of content, don't worry. Just be there with me. जितना भी समझे, just मेरे साथ रहो. You can watch the recording and we will be thankful to, I think, Cool or Akshay, who just asked us to put the recording on. I forgot. So just be there. Yeah, I'll share the fourth error again. The fourth is the filtering. Filtering matlab excluding positives and focusing only on negatives. Yeah. Excluding positive. As I said, if Swati gave a wonderful speech, 99% she will only focus on what mistakes she did and she'll exclude all the positives. People must have clapped on her speech so many times, but she'll only focus on the negatives. That is filtering. Okay, that's a thinking error. So everyone, everyone to change your thoughts. Remember what today's topic is what? To put on the recording, yeah. Yeah. So everyone just remember this. Today's topic is how to change your negative thinking to positive thinking. Okay. And I told you, thinking is nothing but an internal conversation. 80% it happens on the terms of questions, right? And 20% is statements. Okay. In that 20% statements, one of the element is beliefs. We have a beliefs that create certain negative statements. Okay. So how to challenge your beliefs so that you can change your thinking? Just be here. You'll understand that. Okay. Once you'll finish, you'll understand everything. So just here with you. So this is how you can. So everyone, whatever your thought, okay, take a screenshot of this, or rather I'll say, take a screenshot of this. Okay. Take a screenshot. I'll explain this. Practice this and you will be at a much better place. So you have to put your thoughts on trial. You have to write your thought. You have to write evidence for, evidence against, thinking error type, balance statement. Okay. I'll explain how does this work. And remember the formula, even though evidence for, actually evidence against, and you just have to write the statement at the end. It's just a thinking error, not a reality. Take a screenshot. As I'm going to give you certain examples, you will understand. Okay. The question that Akshay asked what if what if we experience a trauma, and we feel that it will happen to us. This particular exercise will help you to overcome this trauma. Okay. So everyone, this exercise is very simple. It is putting your thoughts on trial. Let's say there is a judge in a court. In a court, there is a judge. The judge doesn't say, no, he's right. अरे इसके साइड से रिजल्ट ले लो, सही है. No. The judge looks for evidence for and evidence against. Okay. And whatever that weighs more, the decision goes with that. For example, if somebody says, oh, this Amit has stolen my purse. Okay. So that is a case. The judge will say, oh, he has stolen the purse. What is the evidence for stealing the purse? So Amit will say, he stole the purse. The evidence is there was CCTV footage. Okay. He was also seen on the CCTV footage. That's the evidence for. And then this Amit person will say, what are you saying? I have stolen the purse. The evidence against is I was on the 2nd October attending a session, a spiritual session. You've seen the Drishyam? 2 October? You've seen the Drishyam. You see the Drishyam film? Yeah. So this is like, yeah, kya hua? Khoon hua, nahi hua. The evidence for, evidence against. Yeah. What was that famous dialogue? 2 October ko, kaun si puja? So that is how our thoughts also, we need to put our thoughts, on trial. Satsang, 2 October ke satsang. So it's like evidence for and evidence against. Okay. So similar, just remember that. So let's put our thoughts on trial, evidence for. Okay. So here we are. So just remember, for example, let's do this. Let's take health anxiety, for example. Okay. So you have a thought that this body sensation means it's a heart attack and I might die. For example, you have a sensation in your chest, maybe prick in your chest, maybe your heart is beating faster. You have a thought. The thought is, this body sensation means I have a heart attack and I will die. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Now, what you're going to do? See, this is something that you have to do when you're quiet, not in the moment of happening. You can quietly sit one day and do this exercise, but just be here with me. So you have this thought. What is the evidence for this thought? What is the evidence that this thought is true? That this body sensation means it's a heart attack and I might die? What is the evidence for? BP is high or heart rate is high. Okay, your pulse is high. BP show kar raha hai. 140/95. Fine. Okay. 140 or 135/95. And the pulse is also a little higher side. Okay. So the evidence for, Arey bapre, it's a heart attack and I might die of heart attack. The evidence is going against your thought. Okay, fine. Do we have any evidence against it? Let's see. My doctor has declared that I am disease free, and so does negative tests say the same thing, right? You understand? You must have gone to a doctor and your doctor must have said ki you don't have any disease, you no issues, your heart is healthy, and you have done your negative test. You have done your lipid profile, your blood profile, and then you have negative test. Right? So what is the evidence against this thought? The body sensation means it's a heart attack and I'm going to die. The evidence against is my doctor has declared that I'm disease free. Okay. And so does negative test say the same thing. So this is an evidence against this thought. Fantastic. So you need to ask yourself, what is the thinking error type? It is generalization or black and white. You understand? I'm generalizing this body sensation. It could be due to my excess intake of caffeine, right? See, your heart is beating faster. There's a prick in your chest. It could also mean that there's an acid reflux. Your heart is beating faster. The reason could also be that you have had alcohol, maybe you smoked, maybe you drank coffee, maybe you did not sleep the whole night, and that's why your body is tired and you have a rapid heartbeat. You understand that? So you're generalizing it. right? Or you're black and white thinking, right? So you're taking it extreme. It could mean 100 different things, but you're thinking that I will die because this is a heart attack. Wait a minute. So you're generalizing this particular thought, and it's a black and white thinking. Okay, it's an extreme. You will die. Huh? So what do you mean? Okay, so what you have to do is you have to use the balance statement. How? You remember this formula, everyone? Even though evidence for, actually evidence against. And you just have to write the statement. It's just a thinking error, not a reality. Let's do this. Okay. So what is the balance statement? Yeah. Even though evidence for, what is the evidence? Even though my heart rate BP is high or was high, actually evidence against. My doctor has declared that I am disease free, and so does negative tests say the same thing. It's just a thinking error, not a reality. You understand? You getting? How do you get this balance statement? You just have to use even though evidence for, just write the evidence for statement after even though, and after actually just write the evidence against statement. Okay. And you just, at the end, you just have to write that statement. It's just a thinking error, not a reality. Let's do it one more time. Even though, what is the evidence for? Even though BP is high or heart rate is high, okay, what is the evidence against? Actually, my doctor has declared that I'm disease free, and so does negative test say the same thing. And then it's just a thinking error, not a reality. Okay, got it? Let's take a different flavor example. Okay, so you have this thought. Akshay, your particular example we are taking, the trauma thing. You have this thought: close person died of a heart attack, and so I can die as well. Okay, you have this thought. Let's say some uncle, dur ke uncle hai, that close person died of a heart attack, and so I can die as well. Okay, you have this thought. Fantastic. So what is the evidence that this can happen to you? So please look on the screen, everyone. The evidence is it's genetic. Maybe sage uncle the, it happened to him. So yes, this you have the evidence that yes, the close person died of heart attack. I can die as well because it's in my genes. Okay, it happened. It's genetic. Fine. What is the evidence against this thought that this uncle died of heart attack and I will die as well? Do you have an evidence against? My habits and destiny are different. Okay, habit means mental, physical, and addictions. You have this. Your habits are different, my friend, and destiny are different. Uncle must be smoking, drinking, not sleeping on time, extra workaholic, always taking stress, no meditation. His habits were totally disastrous. No exercise. His habits and your habits are different. So that is evidence against that. He'll die, you will also die. And destiny are different. Okay. Everybody has certain destinies. He became an engineer. You did not become an engineer. Okay. So everybody has different. So we have different destinies. So that is the evidence against your thought that मेरे uncle को कुछ हुआ मुझे भी हो जाएगा. The evidence against is that my habits are different and my destiny is different. So what is the balance statement here, everyone? Remember the formula for balance statement? This is the formula. Even though you just have to write evidence for statement and actually evidence against statement. Got it? And then just follow it by just a thinking and not a reality. So let's do this, everyone. Let's do this. Okay. So kahan pe gaya? So the thought is this: close person died of heart attack and I will die as well. It's genetic. That is evidence for. Okay. तो genetic है तो मुझे भी हो सकता है. Fine. What is the evidence against? My habits and destiny are different. अच्छा तो ये तो evidence ये खिलाफ गया. Okay. What is the thinking error type? Again, it's generalization, right? Black and white. Okay. Generalization means he died. Why will I also die of heart attack? Right. You can die of any other disease. You can die of aging, right? It's just you're generalizing it, and it's a black and white thing. You're thinking extreme. What is the balance statement? Even though, so everyone, even though it's genetic, okay, so you have to write evidence for. What is even though? Evidence for kya hai? Even though it's genetic, actually followed by evidence against, actually my habits and destiny are different. It's just a thinking error and not a reality. Whoa, wait a minute, right now it's so calming. You have a balance statement. You got it? So how do you write a balance statement? Even though evidence for, actually evidence against, and this bottom line. You got it? So even though you can see here, you have written evidence for, it's genetic. Actually, My habits and destiny are different. It's just a thinking error, not a reality. We have also written what is a thinking error, generalization in black and white. How many of you feel when you have a balanced statement, when you have a balanced statement, it feels more, more relief? You get more relief. How many of you feel it's more relieving or you get more relief? Just type MR in the chat box when you have a balanced statement. Mhm. It definitely is, right? This is the way of changing a negative thinking to positive thinking. Yeah. Another example could be, I'll quickly give. One of my friend, if just random example. Oh, you have a thought? My friend was, my friend was, my friend died on, in a road accident. Okay. This is a thought. My friend died of a road accident. What is the, yeah, so what is the, my friend died of a road accident, so I will also die of a road accident. Okay. So if you have this thought and you will not drive the car on road, okay, you will only fly or you will take the train. What is the evidence for? There's no evidence for that you will also die. Okay. But what is the evidence against? That I will die again. Maybe I'll aging, but not by car or maybe, yeah. So the balance state, the thinking error is just like it's generalization, black and white again. So you have to write even though an evidence, even though and actually evidence for against, even though evidence for, actually evidence against, and it's just a thinking error, not a reality. You get my statement? So it's what we need to do is we need to find a balance statement. We need to know this negative thinking, why it is happening, because of the error types, because of, yeah, the error types. So we need to put our thoughts on trial. Okay. So I would request all of you today to do two things. Whatever the negative questions that you have written today, turn them into positive question using the formula which I've given you. Okay. And whatever your negative thoughts are there, put them on trial. Evidence for, evidence against, thinking error type, and last is the balance statement. When you have a balance statement, wait a minute, it feels so calming, relaxing. Ha. Okay. And when you do this again and again, you're training your brain or your mind to think in a certain way. Okay. So this is how you change your negative thinking to positive thinking. You getting what I'm saying? Whatever your negative thoughts. For example, Akshay said, I saw something traumatic. What was that traumatic? And what did you make you feel? One of a student, okay, let's put that thing aside right now. Let's not get into that again. But yeah, how many of you've got the balance? This putting thoughts on trial exercise. How many of you've got it? If you have got it, just type GI in the chat box. Okay, GI is got it. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. I'm reading your comments. So today, after today's session, aaj raat ko kal subah, just do this. Whatever this negative, if it is a negative question, turn them into positive question. Action taking positive question and start taking actions on them. And if any negative thoughts you have of traumatic thoughts or any thoughts, ask for evidence. क्या है सबूत जज साहब? इसका क्या सबूत है कि यह सच है? Please write honestly what is the evidence for. And you be the other lawyer. इसके खिलाफ सबूत है, evidence against. You put the evidence against for that thought, but for what makes it true. And ask yourself, is there any thinking error time? Am I generalizing it? Am I putting like a black and white thought? Or am I like, is it like a magical thinking? You know, for example, let's take a social anxiety example. Okay. Let's take a social anxiety example quickly and we wrap up today's session. Uh, okay. So you see this, I'll quickly, live will do this. Social anxiety. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, fine. So you have this, if you go in public, uh, if, if I go, uh, in social gathering, people will make fun of me. Okay, let's do this, brother. People will make fun of me. Okay, let's do this. Let's say you had gone in a public gathering or a social gathering. Uh, uh, they think, okay, you came from us, they think that I am, I am an idiot. Okay, nice. Okay, let's do this. They think that I'm an idiot. For example, you went to meet new people. There were a group of new people. For some reason, you met. And there you went, and you did not say much in that. If I go in social gathering, then I will feel anxiety. Yes. Yeah, I will feel anxiety. Okay. No, no, no. Just let's take it. Yeah, Kunal, even that is right. Just let's take it like this. Let's say you went in a group of people. There were 5, 6 people. You went in, and you did not say much in that social gathering. You said a little bit, ज़्यादा बात नहीं किया, but you were like, ha, ha, little bit like, ha, ha, ho, hey, ho. Maybe you complimented it, but not much. You did not participate much. You came back home, okay? You came back home and you sat in your couch and you have this thought, I did not say much. They think I'm an idiot. Okay. I did not say much in this social gathering, in this meetup, and they think that I'm an idiot. These all people think that I'm an idiot. Okay. So let's do this, everyone. I want you to participate right now. Okay. Okay. I did not say, so let's put it, I did not say much in the meetup. Okay. Okay. So this is the thought. I did not say much in the meetup. They think that I'm an idiot. They means all these people. Okay. So everyone, what is the evidence for that this statement is true? Can anybody tell me? That can be it. What is that evidence that this thought can be true? Tell me, what could be the evidence? क्या है ये सच होने के लिए कुछ तो evidence होगा ना, मन में विचार आ रहा है तो कुछ तो उसमें evidence. What could be the evidence? No, no, fear. Yeah, fear was there. Yeah. What else? In that moment, whatever that happened, what is the evidence that what you're thinking is true? Yes, Kunal is perfect. I did not talk much. Perfect. मैंने ज्यादा बात नहीं की. It's perfectly right. Kunal is right. I did not talk much, yaar. It's an evidence that they think I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. मुझे बात करना ही नहीं आता. Huh. Yeah, perfect. Fantastic. I'll just copy your statement, Kunal. Loving this. क्या बात है? हरे कृष्णा. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. चलो. So absolutely, I'll just copy Kunal's statement. So this is an evidence. Okay. Yeah, this is an evidence. I did not say much in the meetup. They think I'm an idiot. And the evidence is I did not talk much. Okay. So this is very true. This is मैंने ज्यादा बात नहीं की तो वो बोलेंगे. What is the evidence against? What could be the evidence against this thought? Imagine you were in this thing. What could be what could be the evidence that they think that you're not an idiot? Yeah, the evidence, I did not react to their statements or discussion. Okay. It can also be right. Do you think nobody spoke bad to you. Nobody said that somebody said, you don't know how to speak, you're an idiot. No. Maybe that person said, let's meet. Let's say if it is like, let's take that example. Let's say we have Kunal there. The group of people said, hey, Kunal, let's meet tomorrow. I want to meet you tomorrow. Listen carefully when I speak. So yeah, I'm smart. Yeah. So Nirja is also right. They were showing bad faces. They were showing bad. Yeah. No. I'm saying what is the evidence against this statement? That they think I'm an idiot is not correct. They were showing bad faces. Yeah. Okay. So just know this. If somebody would have said this to you, for example, let's take this. They always listen carefully. They were listening very carefully when I spoke. Fine. Whatever you spoke, they were listening carefully, right? Or they were doing like, ठीक है, क्या बात कर रहे हो कुणाल? Where is the phone? ठीक है. They were not looking here and there. They were like, yeah, Kunal, yeah. If they were listening carefully, this is an evidence against that, that they think I'm an idiot, right? Yeah, that could be one of the evidence. I like that. So they were listening carefully. Why? See, people right now, you guys are here listening to me. That means You are interested in this conversation with me, right? So let's do this. So the evidence against is this, that they always listen carefully, or they were listening carefully, right? So they were listening carefully. Okay, fine. They were listening carefully. Fine. So if somebody would have said, for example, one of those people said, if it was, let's say there was Kunal there, and somebody would have said, hey, Kunal, let's meet tomorrow, Saturday, next week, Saturday evening. Please make sure that you come, okay? If somebody has invited you again, okay, to meet again, isn't that an evidence against that they think you are an idiot? Why would somebody call you again with so much of enthusiasm? How many of you think it's an evidence against that if they have invited you for the meet again? True? Yeah? Just type yes in the chat box. If they would have said this, that, hey, Kunal, let's meet again next week. Don't make any excuses. I don't want any excuses. Okay, Kunal? You have to be the next Saturday. मैं कॉल करूंगा तेरे को. आना ही है. मैं गाड़ी भेजूंगा, एयरक्राफ्ट भेजूंगा, जहाज भेजूंगा. You know, if somebody is, just ask yourself in that conversation what really happened. If somebody has insisted, they insisted me to be present for the next meet. Fine. Okay, this is an evidence against. If they were listening carefully, or they insisted me to be present for the next meet, that is an evidence against that they think I'm an idiot. Okay, this is the main statement. They think I'm an idiot. Okay, fine. They think I'm an idiot. Okay, so what is the error type, everyone? What could be the error type which is making you they think I'm an idiot? What is the error type? Everyone, what could be the error type right now? Tell me. There are 4 error types: generalization, filtering, you have magical thinking, or black and white. It could be all 4. It could be any 1 or 2. What do you think? Which you think the most? Yes, filtering is also true. Yeah. Filtering maybe, yeah, Vaishnavi is saying. Fantastic. Filtering is there. Surely, I would say filtering and magical thinking. You are thinking that they think you are an idiot. But who said that they think like that? It is surely filtering, but it is magical thinking as well. You're thinking for somebody else. I'm sure they think I'm an idiot. Who said? This group of people could also be, just discussing, he's so sweet, na? Kunal is so sweet. He talks less, but whenever he speaks, he's very wise. He has such a nice smile. He's such a good presence when he's there. People must be saying such nice things about you, and you have magical thinking that they are. So you have got into their heads and you start thinking for them. You're getting it? Yeah. So this is a filtering. So yes, it is very true. It's filtering. At the same time, it is a magical thinking. Remember? Yeah. So it is filtering. We'll put the filtering. By the way, we can't even call it filtering, my friend. Okay, filtering could be the yes, because we do not talk much. Okay. So yes, filtering is nice. You have a magical thinking as well, and magical thinking. Okay. And I would also say this, that it is black and white thinking as well. Right? Okay, black and white. Why I think black and white? Because if you did not say much, people also can say that he is introvert, he's quiet, but he's sweet. Yes, you did not say much, but that doesn't make you an idiot. You are thinking extreme. I did not say much. That means they think I'm an idiot. No, they can even think that he's an introvert. He speaks less. He likes to listen more. How many of you had a bulb on moment? Just type BOM in the chat box. Okay. Yes. Yes, fantastic. Dimag ki batti khul gayi. Okay. So everyone, let's do this. Let's change the statement, everyone. Let's change the statement. Even though, remember this formula? Even though, what he will write is, even though evidence for, even though I did not talk much, okay, even though I did not talk much, Actually, evidence against. Actually, they were listening carefully and they insisted me to be present for the next meet. It's just a thinking error, not a reality. You get that? Let's write this. Even though, okay, remember the formula? Balance statement formula? Even though, what is the evidence for? Even though, let's put this evidence for. Even though evidence for is this. Even though I did not talk much, okay, fantastic. Actually, evidence against. Let's put actually. What is the statement? Evidence against. Even though I did not talk much, actually, evidence against. What is the evidence against this statement? Okay, fine. Even though I did not talk much, actually, they were listening carefully. They insisted me to be present for the next meet. So, what is the last line? Everyone, okay. So, what is the last line that we usually write? It's just a thinking error and not a reality. It's a thinking error, not a reality. You get that? Okay. How many of you found this? Oh, how many of you really got it? If you've really got it, just type GI in the chat box. Okay. Fantastic. You always have to, even though I did not talk much, actually, they were listening to me carefully and they asked me to meet again. It's just a thinking error, not a reality. You understand that? You got to work on this. You got to challenge your thoughts. You got to put your thoughts on trial, and thinking will change. Okay, so do that. So what we have seen up till now is this: we have seen how to change your negative thinking to positive thinking. It's changing your questions and changing your statements. How to change your questions? You have to write all your negative questions and change them using the template. How can I or what can I do to? Okay. Yeah. And when you get the answers, you start taking actions. Change negative question to positive questions. Okay. So 80% of your negative thinking will be balanced. It's a practice. Okay. And when you get the positive answers, start taking actions. And with statements, you have to write that statement. What is it, that negative thought? And you've got to challenge your thoughts by evidence for, evidence against. Ask yourself, what is the thinking error? And bang, write the balance statement. Getting it? So that's it. So this is one of the things that you got to, anyone who did not understand much, please watch the recording and practice. Whole week, just practice this, what we have done. Okay? Master it, master it, master it. Repetition is the mother of success. The more you practice, the more better you will get at challenging your thoughts. See, the thoughts, I said in the beginning, thinking, positive thinking or negative thinking is a habit. If you're constantly thinking negative, you just put yourself on a negative thinking habit pattern. To change it, follow these two things. Follow this, changing your questions and changing your statements. Got it? Fantastic. So, my dear friend, this is how we have, there's one more element to it, which we will discuss maybe in the next session, but I don't want to overwhelm you. I hope you get everything understood. So, up till now, what we have done, let me just wind up. Kaha gaya. If any questions you have, you can ask me. Okay. So, where are we here right now? Okay. So we are done with quick instructions. Ye to purana wala. So we are done with quick instructions, now turning negative thinking to positive. And whatever experiences you have and learning, I would please write anything on the Google reviews if you want. It's just because outside people, they should know what we are learning in the Bodhisattva, the meditations, the evening ecstasy. There's so much going on. So what is that? What you're experiencing, my mentorship and the Bodhisattva, about your experience up till now, please do write in the Google reviews so that people will know how wonderful things we are doing here. So I would request, I'll just put in the WhatsApp group. And whatever that you have learned today, maybe one single aha moment or one, takeaway that you had about today's session, whatever you felt good about today's session that really has brought a light in your life and your thinking, please do write in the WhatsApp group. So rest of the members will learn from you and I will know what you have learned. Okay. Please reshare the links for the modules Please reshare the links for the modules. It's there. Okay, I'll put that thing again. Okay. So you do have, everybody has the access to the courses. Maybe you've lost it. No problem, Vaishnavi. Um, I'll put it tomorrow morning. Okay. Tomorrow morning, I'll put that. And you also kindly just WhatsApp me personally. So I'll share with you as well. Okay. So if anybody who has lost the touch of the courses, I'll tell you, I'll give you the access. Anybody has any questions or anything you want to ask or any good thing you want to feel like sharing right now, you can share. Or anybody wants to want to go, want to share their experiences, want to put an audio video about this experience in this journey, you can just, if you want to share something you're learning up till now in this community, you can just come on video if you wish to. If you're not, yeah, just type me in the chat box if you wish to share your experiences in this community. Okay. Or any questions you have, you can just, about today's session, any questions you have or any other thing, you can just put it in the chat box without being shy. You can just put it. Yeah. कुछ सवाल सारे जवाब मिल गए. Okay. Okay, no problem. And if anybody wants to say anything, you can just type me in the chat box. I'll unmute you so you can speak. You can just, I've got my visa refusal on Tuesday. I was sad whole day, but after your session, I felt good. It felt good. Yeah. So you got, see, you got your visa refusal, right? So the moment you got the visa refusal on Tuesday, you were sad the whole day. Okay. Yeah. So you need to ask yourself, I'm just going to change your question, you know, what can I do so that my visa doesn't get refused or get accepted the next time around? How can I, reapply for my visa? Or, you know, you can ask yourself, if you're saying my visa refusal has happened, and that means, if you think that, oh, all my dreams are shattered. I'm just giving an example. If your visa is refused and you get this now, oh my God, all my dreams are shattered. Let's say that is a thought. What is the evidence for that? What is the evidence for that? Yeah, the evidence is for that is your visa actually got refused. Or what is the evidence against? That you're still alive. I still have opportunities, still have life to live. So your visa can get again accepted, maybe someday, some other day. Okay, so actually, so let's what is the thinking error type? I'm just randomly giving an example. So the thinking error type could be, it is black or white thinking. Oh my God, why am I, my visa got refused and everything is shattered. Like it's, understand this, like a black and white thinking. Or, yeah, so that black and white thinking could be there. And what could be the balance statement? Even though my visa is refused, actually, I have my further life to reapply for it. And it's not the end of life. So I think if I'm thinking negative, it's just a thinking error and not a reality. Okay. Thinking error is a wow thing. We all go. Thinking error is definitely a wow thing. Yeah. We all go through thinking error. Generalization, just remember generalization, filtering, we do that. We all do that. Generalization, filtering, magical thinking, we do so much. Knowingly or unknowingly, we think for other person, and when we go and talk to that person even did not even thought about it. So filtering, magical thinking, generalization, and what else was that? Black or white. We all, the catastrophizing, thinking like extreme. Like, so that is, just remember that thing. Okay. Yes, you're reapplying for it. This is what you go. What can I do to so that my visa, you remember this statement, action taking positive questions. What can I do so that my visa gets accepted? What is the answer you'll get? I reapply for that. God damn, very simple. And you did that, right? Action you took. Simple. Right now, the moment you have reapplied, wow, all that sadness started diluting, and you started feeling good. The moment you take actions, your life is much better. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Whatever you felt about today's session, and do write in the WhatsApp group, one word, one sentence, whatever, so that rest of the members can learn from from your experiences, and I will get to know what you have learned from this thing. And also put a Google review if you wish to write anything about our sessions. about the Bodhisattva journey, about the Chakrishi, about the evening ecstasy, about the group coaching call, you please do. You can write it freely. Also, from this Thursday, we have started the 31 days challenge. Make sure you are participating it with your partners. Okay. Or if you don't have a partner, you can be a solo team. You can be solo as a team, like मैं खुद team हूँ. Okay, whatever that is, so you can do that. The purpose of this 31 days challenge is this, my friend, that you go through the Bodhisattva journey. So each one, if you have a partner, you kind of motivate each other. The Bodhisattva journey is very, very important. And the second thing is you wake up and do certain activity in the morning. Because many of the times uh, we experience anxiety is because of we have less time and so many things to do. We feel overwhelmed. And when you wake up early in the morning, let's say 5, 6, 7, and you start your day early through that activity, you feel so much in control. भाई मेरे पास time है. I can meditate. I can get my presentation done. So you need more time. The more time you have, the more control you have in your life. The more control you have in your life, the more calm you feel. The less time, the more the more uncontrolled you feel, and the more anxious you feel. Okay, so make sure you wake up early, give yourself extra time, and you feel control of your life. You don't lose control. And so that if you have more time, you can work on your presentation, on your music, on your meditation, mental health, and spiritual health. Okay, so do that. It's going to be really, really helpful. And so, as you all know, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be evening ecstasy. Thursday is group coaching, as we had today. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have holiday. Okay, so I'm going to see you directly on Monday night at 9 p.m. for evening ecstasy. Yeah, one of the reasons that we have cut off one of the day is because I don't want it to be overwhelming. I wanted to work on this. It's not just you attend, but you practice as well. So practice today what you have learned in the next 3 days. Practice the Bodhisattva. Practice the Chakrishi meditation. Okay, and just go through the challenge. Okay, everyone, just type in the chat box LYA. That is love you all in the chat box. Okay, just love you all. Love you all. Just type love you all in the chat box, everyone. Fantastic. Love you all. Love you all. Love you all. Thank you so much for attending. It means a lot. Great to have your presence as always. Thank you so much. Love you all. And just know you are a gift to the world. And I love you so much. Love you all. Love you, Tulsa. Thank you so much. Love you all. Thank you so for motivating us each day. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi. Take care. Take actions. Fear is fearful of actions. डर को किसका डर लगता है? कर्म का, actions का. The moment you start taking actions, all your fears, worries, guilt, frustration, whatever you call them, they will just disappear like a morning mist. कर्म करो, कर्म करो, एक्शंस करो. ओके, कर्म करो, फल की अपेक्षा मत करो. फल देने के लिए वो कहते हैं मैं सक्षम हूं. थैंक यू सो मच. गुड नाइट.